Hi, I'm Linda Campbell. I'm the director of the Horizon Center School of Hypnotherapy, and I'd like to share an experience with you that I've just had that I think you might be able to relate to. Now, I've just come back from having coffee with a friend of mine that I haven't seen in about a year. And around that time, she and her husband were going through a bit of a rough patch, and they've since separated. So she's now a newly recent single mom, and she's the one solely responsible for the household duties, taking care of the three kids, and for paying the mortgage. And she's just found out that her job as a social worker within the next couple of months is going to be defunct and she's going to be out of work. And so she's in a bit of a tight position. She's got increasing financial responsibilities, and yet her ability to meet those responsibilities is decreasing. And so she's trying to figure out what is next for her. She's thought of getting another job as a social worker somewhere else, but she said she's not even really sure she wants to do that. She got into social work because she really likes the idea of helping other people. She's got a great big heart. But she said, I feel like I'm just providing a band-aid. I'm not really helping them to solve their problems. And so she doesn't have the satisfaction, the fulfillment that she would like to have in her career. And she's beginning to wonder if maybe losing her job is the universe having given her a gift, as though it's just kind of nudging her out of the nest to go do something different. And so she's looking at her options. She's thought of going back to university to become a counselor. She's already got her bachelor's, 2 years of education to get that. And it's going to be another 2 or 3 years to get her master's, which is what's needed in order to get her counseling certificate. Now, did you know that right now, a year's worth of university is about $6,500 a year? So when she did the math and calculated that it's going to be a minimum of $13,000 to get that university education, with no guarantee that there's going to be a position waiting for her at the end, she pretty much vetoed the idea of going back to school. And it's not just the money. Yeah, it's the money. She said, I'm just struggling to get by as it is. Where would I come up with another 13 grand? But she said it's also the time. She says, right now, I barely have the time to fold the laundry or get the dishes done or get the kids to all of their events. How the heck would I fit coursework on top of that? So again, she's in a bit of a tight position. She'd like to make more money, but in order to make more money, she's got to get retrained, and retraining costs money. So it's this vicious cycle, this catch-22. She said to me, I feel like I'm just spinning my wheels. And I wonder if you might be able to relate. Maybe you too are not so in love with your job anymore, or maybe you have a feeling like there's something more gratifying you could be doing. Maybe you'd like to be making more money, but in order to make more money, you've got to take retraining, and it's costly to retrain. It's too expensive, it's time consuming. So I wonder if you have a similar feeling of being trapped. You have a job that at least is predictable and pays the rent, but you're not really feeling it anymore. And you'd like to do something more rewarding, more satisfying, more gratifying, but how do you get from here to there? Well, I'm not a hard sell kind of person, but the whole time my friend was talking, I kept thinking, you need to be a hypnotherapist. Really. Ah, this is where my course comes in. We don't need to spend years and years and years and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get training in something and then hope that we're going to be able to find work in it. I got a solution for you. My training, first off, takes less than a year to complete. And with the online course, you can do it at your own rate and at your own pace and in amongst all of your other responsibilities. Because you don't have to meet to come to classes all of the time, you can figure out when it fits into your own schedule. Is this an evening thing or something you do on the weekend or something when you do when the kids are in bed? Now, there is a 4-day in-person component for each of the 3 sections of the course, so we are required to meet in person, but I've kept it down to those 4 days to make it convenient. And I actually call those 4-day in-person components edu-vacations, because although there is education that you're gaining during that time, it actually can feel really good to get away from your responsibilities for a few days and spend time with like-minded people. So it takes less than a year to complete my course, and it also costs way less than a year's worth of tuition at a university. I give a couple payment options as well, so you can stretch the payments out and make it even more affordable. And as far as the fulfillment piece is concerned, I can't think of anything more gratifying than being a hypnotherapist. I get to see clients who have sometimes done years and years and years worth of therapy actually get results. There's a study published in 87. Wow, that sounds old, 1987, hey? By a doctor, and it was published in American Health Magazine. According to this study, hypnosis is 97% effective after 6 sessions, and that's actually the kind of results I get with my clients. And so if you want to feel like you're making a difference in the world, like you're changing people's lives for the better, you're empowering them, again, I can't think of anything more gratifying than the type of work that I'm doing. And as far as autonomy, independence, there's a whole heck of a lot of that in this field as well. So I get to decide what days I want to work, if I want to work evenings or weekends, if I want to work during the day. I even get to decide what kind of clients I want to work on. There's certain goals that I'm really passionate about that I really like doing, and other goals that I'm just, man, that interested to. I'm pass them off to somebody else. I can charge what it is I want to charge, and I have a lot of freedom in what it is I do in my office. And so let's talk about what I charge. As a startup hypnotherapist, you can charge $80 to $100 per session. See, sometimes people think, well, it would cost a lot of money and take a lot of time to get retrained, and then could I even make a living doing it? And they just give up before they even get started. But let's crunch the numbers a little bit. Let's say that you started up as a hypnotherapist at $80 a session and that you saw 5 clients a day, 3 days a week. Now, 80 times 5 is 400, so that's $400 a day, 3 days a week, $1,200 a week. Times that by 4, and your monthly earnings would be $4,800. That's actually roughly around what it actually cost for my course. So in 1 month, you would have paid back your tuition. It took me years to pay back my student loans when I got my teaching degree. So as far as the income side of it is concerned, it's actually a fairly lucrative line of work, and you don't need that many clients in order probably to replace the income that you have right now or to make a pretty good learning. And again, it's something where you have a lot of freedom, where you have a lot of independence, where you have a lot of satisfaction. And again, people sometimes say to me, well, that's great if I can make that kind of money, but I don't really know how to get clients. Well, I've got you covered there as well. I am personally 100% dedicated to helping every student who wants to be successful in their practice to be successful. And so I provide mentoring, I provide coaching, I provide business development courses for my graduates. And so you're not just getting top-notch training, but you're also getting all kinds of support with your marketing, in setting up your practice, in running an effective practice, so that you have clients coming in, returning, and referring people to you. So there it is. If you're struggling with that catch-22, if you'd like to have more satisfaction and more fulfillment and more income, but you don't quite know how to get from here to there, I hope I've provided a solution. Now again, I'm not a hard sell type. If you have questions, if you want to find out more about the course, there's plenty of information down below, and I welcome you to email me or phone me. Let's have a conversation, and I'll answer any questions that you have. Now you'll also notice a blue box down below. I know that this is a big investment, and I know that you want to make sure that the training is going to be good for you, that you're going to enjoy it, that it's a good fit. And so what I'm offering is that you can try out my first unit of hypnotherapy training in the online course, absolutely no risk to you, no charge. Go in, check it out, watch the videos, see what you think, see how you feel about my delivery system. And I'm not going to pester you. I don't do a hard sell kind of thing. I'll keep you informed of some things I have coming up. I'll send you some training tidbits that you might be interested in. But I'm really just wanting to offer you the opportunity to check me out at no risk to you. So I hope to see you online. Use the blue box below to sign up for that free test drive of my program. And I wish you well in finding a fulfilling and rewarding career. Thank you. Bye-bye.